Om Namah Shivaya. The Vijnana Bhairava Tantra is perhaps one of the most important texts that have ever been written, at least in my opinion, as it shows us many and multiple different ways in order to enter into the sacredness, to see clearly the divine, and to reach into pure spirit. And it does this through 112 different methods and techniques. Essentially, it's a dialogue between Bhairav and Bhairavi, between Bhairav and his consort. And here, Bhairav is known as pure consciousness. So it's actually, in a sense, it's symbolically saying, it's symbolically our own spirit, because we have this consciousness within, our own spirit answering the questions of our manifestation, asking questions like, how can I reach the divine? Which way? What is a clear way in order to move into a oneness of being, and all the rest? And so these questions are more or less asked, and Bhairav then gives these explanations. But they're quite shortened in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, because in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, it's not talking so much about the philosophy. The philosophy is still there, of course, prevalent throughout the text, but it is right to the point. And then it starts with giving technique after technique after technique in order to reach into, to touch upon, to taste the transcendent, to taste the divine. And really in Tantra, what we're talking about is when we taste the divine or reach into the divine, we're also talking about how we can bring the divine back into the world as well. It's not a tradition based on escapism or into moving just beyond this world, but it's actually also bringing that into the world, into your own world, into your own life, thereby creating this like kind of a vibratory resonance to share that also with others eventually. So the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra is an amazing text, and I would recommend to everyone to pick up a copy. And the one that I like the best, and it might not be the absolutely most accurate by some modern scholars anyways, but I like the version by Jaideva Singh called the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. And I feel like with a little bit of yogic background on the chakras, on knowledge of the chakras and knowledge of things in Tantra, then the text makes a lot of sense as well. Although sometimes too, the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, there's some background that we need in some of the explanations. So then we have to kind of do our own research to try to understand what some of the different conceptual meanings are, because in Sanskrit, some of the words are not directly translated into English, and sometimes some of the, like one word could be an entire chapter in a book explaining exactly what is meant in exactly this sutra. So it's also quite necessary to try to find a teacher of the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Thank you for listening. Om Namah Shivaya.